What are some signs you might be falling out of love with your partner, husband, or boyfriend? Let's talk about some of the not so obvious signs because, well, the obvious ones are obvious. Chances are you know what they are, and me repeating them isn't going to help you necessarily. Plus, you can already find a ton of YouTube videos on them. By obvious ones, I mean things like you might not be communicating as much, you might be spending less time together, or you might find yourself attracted to other people. The problem with these is they could be due to a lack of relationship skills, or maybe you're with someone who has an avoidant attachment style, and the problem isn't so much the love itself. You see, you can still love someone deeply and struggle with communication or intimacy. It's the underlying feelings that really tell the story. Hi everyone, Mireille Nicole here, relationship coach for women who want to live their best life. I'm all about guiding you towards your happily ever after and helping you tackle some of the tough stuff in love with grace and wisdom. Today we're diving deep into a topic that many of us are hesitant to face: falling out of love. More specifically, we'll be exploring 3 not so obvious signs that you may be falling out of love with your partner, husband, or boyfriend. These are the signs that can often go unnoticed, but are crucial indicators as to where your heart truly stands. By the way, to help you even more with this, I'm hosting a free 5-day challenge to help you rebuild that emotional connection you might be lacking with your partner right now. If you're watching this video, you'll probably want to join in. So I'll put the link to sign up in the description and the comments below. Now let's dive into the 3 not so obvious signs you should never ignore when you're trying to figure out if you're falling out of love or not. Sign number 1, the intuitive nudge. Have you ever had that nagging feeling in the pit of your stomach that something just isn't right? It's like an intuitive nudge that just keeps coming up, even when everything seems fine on the surface. Maybe the partner you're with right now checks off all the boxes on that list you had when you were looking for a soulmate. You have similar hobbies, he has a good job, and he's a kind person overall. But something still feels off. This feeling often comes from a place deep within, a sense that your relationship isn't aligned with what you dreamed of as a little girl or doesn't make you feel safe. It's not something you can usually easily pinpoint, but it's a clear sign that something fundamental is missing. Sign number 2, constantly questioning your feelings. True love has its ups and downs, but there's usually a solid foundation of knowing. If you find yourself constantly asking yourself whether you're actually in love or going back and forth, it might be a sign that your heart is wavering. Picture this: you're out with friends and the topic of love comes up. While the other ladies are talking confidently about their relationships, you find yourself unsure or even anxious. You replay conversations and moments in your head, trying to convince yourself of your love. This constant questioning can definitely indicate that deep down inside, something just doesn't feel right. Sign number 3, you don't want to try anymore. When you're in love, even during tough times, there's a part of you that wants to fight for your relationship. I remember when my husband and I were struggling ourselves in our own relationship, I was feeling a lot of resentment, frustration towards my partner, and I felt like some of my needs weren't being met, but I knew that I wanted to do everything it took to get us out of that situation and bring us back to the honeymoon phase. I was reading all the books, I was watching all the videos, I even invested in professional support. But if you find yourself feeling indifferent, not wanting to put in the effort, is definitely a red flag. If you still want to put effort into your relationship, make sure to join my 5-day free relationship reset challenge. The link is in the description and the comments below. And watch my 3 steps to fixing your relationship video next.